Hey, everybody. Beautiful day in New York today. A little cold, but I'm happy to be here with you guys on a Tuesday night, I think it is. Tonight we have challah bagels, which I usually go hallah or hallelujah because they're very rare. They're very rare, these bagels, okay? So we sell a lot of bagels on QVC, but these are a little bit different. I'm going to tell you why. First, let me tell you, it's M9000. That's the number, and it's 3.5-ounce 24 bagels. They're challah bagels. They're a little bit different. I'll tell you why, but you can get 24 plain, nothing plain about it, 12 plain or 12 onion, or 12 plain and 12 cinnamon raisin. Now, these are cinnamon raisin challah bagels. So, again, hallelujah, they're delicious. So, let's get right into it. Oh, the plane is limited already. You know what? It always is. Less than 400 to go around. And you know what? Challah bagels are so popular on QVC. We brought them a couple of years ago. I wasn't sure how well they would be received, but you know what? They have been received really, really, really well. So these are a little bit different than our bagels. Let me explain to you how. First, we'll start with the 5 steps that differentiate us from every other bagel company. I like to get that out of the way, and hopefully they'll have a tape ready to run where it starts with, there we go. It starts with the New York water from the Catskill Mountains, which is the best water in the world for pizza, pasta, bread. It's the perfect mineral and pH content. The ingredients like malt, molasses, nothing artificial, no colors, flavors, preservatives, peanut free, tree nut free, kosher, non GMO. Really not easy to work with those ingredients. It makes the bagels really wild. That's the big step. It's the aging process where we age the dough 10 to 12 hours to create that chew, crust, and shine before boiling it in real New York water, because a real bagel is boiled. We bake it at 500 degrees on a hearth steel plated oven, send it for a little run around the bakery to cool it down. And, there's the best part of all. Once those bagels go in that 6 pack, the next step is in a box to you guys at home. They're not coming out of inventory. They're not coming out of your freezer. We bake to order. We haven't made these bagels yet. They're not even on a calendar yet. But let's get into it. So, what's different about the challah bagel? It's lighter, softer, sweeter, fluffier. I think it makes an excellent sandwich. Now you say, wouldn't I have sandwiches here? Like, I'm not a food stylist. I don't have a kitchen, a fancy kitchen at QVC, but these bagels sell themselves. I don't have to put anything on these bagels because you could eat them by yourself. So let's start with the plain, right? As I always say, there's nothing plain about it. So this is lighter, softer, sweeter. It's our version of challah bread. So if you like challah bread, which I think a lot of people do, you see the way that just comes apart? A regular bagel in a supermarket breaks if you do this. See how we can squeeze it and the moisture on the inside, the way it pulls? I mean, that's really the difference. So this challah bagel doesn't have eggs, butter, and cholesterol like a challah bread does. We found natural replacers, an egg replacer, a butter replacer. Uh, there's very little, no cholesterol. There's no oils in this. And the difference is you have the taste. How do we get that color? We get that color with turmeric. So that's a little something that another little healthy thing for you. See, there you go. I love the way that looks. So basically, it's lighter, softer, sweeter. It makes a fantastic, fantastic sandwich bagel. So if you like sandwiches, why would you go to put uh, something on bread when everything is better on a bagel? Everything you get is 100% better on a bagel, especially when you have ingredients like this that there's not 1,000 things on the ingredient legend. Okay, so let's go into the other flavor. So that's the 24 plain M9000. You could get 24 plain, 12 plain, 12 raisin, 12 plain, 12 onion. Let's go to the raisin next. So classic, a New York cinnamon raisin bagel, but now it's lighter, softer, sweeter, fluffier. We have a touch of vanilla in there. This is obviously the most popular today because the sweets always are. You guys love the sweets. And I'm just going to break that thing open again, and it's got a little touch of vanilla. Oh, I wish you could smell that. It is so sweet and so delicious. These challah bagels are so popular on QVC. They have been ever since I brought them. Oh, by the way, you can't get challah bagels anywhere. You know why? They don't exist. We created them. We make them. You can't find them anywhere else. It took a couple of years to come up with this formula, but they're just delicious. If you like our regular bagels, and I think you do, because I don't want to, pat myself on the back here, but you see that? That's my most precious award. That's the customer favorite food of all the food on QVC. You think QVC sells a little bit of food? That is the customer favorite food of all the food, not bread, not breakfast, of all the food. You guys voted us 5 years in a row, customer favorite food, most recommended brand a couple of years in a row, favorite breakfast a couple of years in a row. But let's get to the next flavor. So again, we had that 24 plain, and we did the 12 plain and the 12 cinnamon raisin. So that's really good. By the way, the price is unbelievable. $44.98 for all 24 of them. Or you can get 3 payments at $14.99. So I would jump on this because they're not on a lot. It does seem like I've been on a few times lately with the Challah Bagels, but that's only because they just keep moving. You guys keep buying them. And, there's not, they're, like I said, you can't get them anywhere else. But let's go to the next flavor, which is, again, another New York classic, but something a little different about it. This is the onion bagel. And now, we don't sell a lot of onion bagels on QVC. It's mostly the real popular ones are the plain, the blueberry, the everything. But the onion, whenever I'm on with the onion, it does really well because this is a nice New York classic bagel, but this is the Challah onion. See that? You know what that looks like to me? To me, that reminds me of going to your favorite steakhouse and they put this in the bread basket. So this is basically just our plain bagel with toasted onions on top. We got the malt, we have the molasses, we have the egg replacer, okay? We have the butter replacer, and we have the turmeric in there. I think it's turmeric or turmeric. I'm not sure how to say it, but I know it's good for the bones and stuff. But I'm not making any claims here. I'm just saying that's in the bagel. It's delicious. And, the price is really, really good. So it's M9000, okay? You can get 24 plain, 12 onion, 12 plain, 12 cinnamon raisin, or again, 24 plain, but only $44.98 or 3 payments at $14.99 each, which is pretty good. Again, what differentiates us from our regular bagel is that, our regular bagel, it's all made the same way. The malt, the molasses, it's all the same way. But if you like bagels that are softer, lighter, very fluffy. These are 3.5 ounces versus our regular 4 ounces bagel. So not only are they just a little bit smaller, they're a little bit softer. They are very, very fluffy. They're really sweet. They're a lot sweeter, and they have that nice buttery taste. And if you want to put this on a hamburger, tuna fish sandwich, a turkey and provolone with a little mustard. I'm not showing you that because I don't have to. The bagel really speaks for itself. This is what is going to elevate any one of your sandwiches to really the next level. And it's just lighter, softer, sweeter, fluffier, absolutely delicious. The same 5 steps that we do in our regular bagels. So again, it's M9000. So that's the code, M9000. You can get 24 3.5-ounce Challah bagels, and you got 24 plain. The producer's laughing in my ear when I do that. So you got 24 plain, 12 onion, 12 plain, 12 cinnamon raisin. And you know what else? I got that you're loving the cinnamon raisin. You guys love the sweets. You really do. And you know what? I love it too, because we're making a lot of them for you. You want to go through the story again? Where do they come from? They come from the Bronx. So it's the Bronx, and it all starts with the 5 steps. The New York water from the Catskill Mountains, best water in the world, pizza, pasta, bread, everything in New York. Ingredients, nice and clean, malt, molasses, nothing artificial, no colors, flavors, preservatives, peanut-free, tree nut-free, kosher, non-GMO, no trans fats. We could go on. Biggest step right there. The big guys can't do it. It's the aging process where we age that dough 10 to 12 hours to create that crust and chew. Before we boil it in that water, bake it at 500 degrees in a hot steel plated oven, send it for a little run around the bakery to cool it down, and deliver it the day we bake it. Right there, it's going in that 6-pack. That same day, it's going to you guys. And you know what else I have today? I have another little surprise for you. So this is the perfect cut. right? I have this on QVC too. This is K82239. K82239. It's a very high quality piece of PVC plastic. And you need a knife. It doesn't come with a knife because I didn't want to put some cheap knife in there. I wanted you, because you're probably going to have a better knife than I would put in here, and I wanted to get the best price on here. It's actually on sale for $26.98. And we call it the perfect cut because it gives you the perfect cut every single time, because every time, that's the biggest emergency room problem, is cutting yourself when usually you cut bread. So I would definitely try, check this out, the perfect cut, if you would love to have the perfect cut on your bagel. Look at that. You see that pull? That's the pull that you cannot get from a supermarket bagel. If you do that, just try it. Go buy a supermarket bagel, okay? And try to do that and see if that happens, because I promise one thing is going to happen. It's going to break in half like a piece of bread. And, if it ain't just bagels, well, then you know what it is? It's just bread. That's all it is. So I wanted to show you how this works. So you just simply put the bagel in there. That's it, right? Hold it, because it's really like a holder. And you just cut it just like this. Very nice. You see how easy that was? And check this out. We're going to wrap it. I'm going to show you the perfect cut. The perfect cut. We're going to toss to Jessica with Heartland Fresh. Another good thing on a bagel right there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Cliff. Those bagels look so good. I am so excited to be here with you. My name is Jessica Hart.